And now, as promised, an encore. One last chance to meet the reigning loggers, plural, of the year. It's a family business run by Larry and Samantha Sam Winstead of Philadelphia, Mississippi. All things considered, this is no ordinary success story. Congratulations once again to L&S Logging.
I say it gets in your blood, and you either love it or hate it. And if you love it, it doesn't matter how bad it is, it doesn't matter how good it all is, you still want to do it.
Heartfelt words from the 2023 Mississippi Logger of the Year, a man and his family from Neshoba County who helped bring to life one of the top industries in the state. Larry Winstead and his wife Sam are L&S Logging. And last year, with the help of their oldest son Cass and a few other employees, this company, celebrating its 25th anniversary, harvested nearly 1 million tons of Mississippi's number 3 commodity, timber. And though they're proud to be Loggers of the Year, they couldn't be more humble about it.
I don't think we're any more than anybody else. We just do what we do. We work, and I try to keep everybody happy and try to keep everybody working. To get Logger of the Year is really such a shock because I don't think we do anything special other than work.
I think after 25 years, Larry really has done a really good job, and he's good at what he does, and he loves it, and it's really humbling, and it's a big honor for us.
We're blessed with a lot of great loggers in the community, and it's a tough job every year going through our nominees and which ones are pulling their weight to keep up this standard that we've tried to set here in the community. But again, we know that Larry and Samantha and the crew here, they really put forth that standard, hold to it.
A third-generation logging outfit, fourth if you count Sam's father, L&S cuts exclusively for Buer Lumber, a Michigan-based firm with 2 mills in the state. Cutting 250 truckloads of logs a day, Buer is the largest company of its type in Mississippi that buys standing timber. And it couldn't be happier about doing business with an experienced logger like Larry Winstead.
I actually had a timber buyer a couple of years ago when Larry first started with us. He was cutting a tract, and the guy was asking me, man, how is he making this tract work? If it would have been my loggers on the tract, we would have pulled out a long time ago and had to go somewhere else. And Larry's come from a hardwood background. He cut hardwood for a long time. And he's cutting pine now, and so he's seen the swamps from the hills, everything in between, and he knows how to navigate it, how to work it, and to take care of it as well.
Needless to say, Larry, with the help of his wife Sam, who handles all of the company's accounting and record keeping, intuitively understands the logging world. Everyone who knows him says his instincts are impeccable.
He's a good businessman, and that's what we need more of in the logging industry, are good businessmen like him, because it's a high capital investment industry, and and the margins for logging is typically between 0 and 3%. And so it's a very low margin industry, but it takes a dedicated business mind to make it successful.
Larry got into logging in his early 20s. Drawing on his decades in the field, he likes to run newer equipment. For him, that means higher efficiency, fewer breakdowns, and repairs under warranty. But he also knows that he has to stay on top of his machines every single day.
If that loader is not moving, for any reason, whether it's the cutter, the skidder, or the loader itself, if it's not moving, then you're losing money. You got to keep everything moving. And the key to it is just try to keep everything in good shape. We try to keep spares. If something does go down where we can't operate it at the time, we have an extra one. Get on it, keep working. Because if you go down and you lose production, that's when you get behind, and it's hard to catch back up.
So keeping the equipment moving is one thing, but safety is just as important. L&S hasn't had a lost time accident in nearly 20 years, and Larry and Sam want to keep it that way. They have regular safety briefings, and every workday they emphasize communication to the nth degree.
All of our equipment has radios in it. You need to know what everybody else is doing. If this man is out on the ground, somebody needs to know he's on the ground. You need to let somebody know, I'm getting out, I'm going to the delimiter, I'm going to tighten my chain. Somebody needs to be aware of that. So if the skidder man doesn't hear it, somebody else needs to be paying attention and let him know.
Larry says nothing is more important than doing what's right. For him, that includes stewardship of the job site, and there are a lot of moving parts to that process.
We try to minimize the erosion on heels. All the slash that we have off a delimiter, we put it at a, if you got a steep hill, you try to slash it, keep the erosion down. And it makes it easier for the regeneration if there's not any gullies for the next logger. It's easier if there's not a big washout place. So if you try to keep that from happening, water bars, all this, it has a part.
For all the success of L&S, there have been a few valleys along the way. Near the end of 2020, Sam was diagnosed with breast cancer and had to go through chemotherapy and all of the turmoil, expense, and physical hardship that came with it. But even that wasn't the only challenge. Larry suffered a medical hardship as well.
As soon as I was finishing my treatments, the last day of my last treatment, he had a heart attack that day. And I was actually in Jackson at my treatment, and my son calls me and says that they're bringing him by ambulance and he's having a heart attack.
Larry and Sam came through their life-threatening situations. For both of them, it underscored the stress of their work in the logging industry. It also reinforced the valuable contribution of their oldest son, Cass, to the business.
It's a stressful job, it is, but Cass takes a lot of that off of him now. And that's a blessing that he can kind of still be out here. If he needs to get on a piece of equipment, he'll get on it. But he's going to be here to supervise, regardless, because he just likes to be here.
My favorite thing is having your own office. You're in your own little cubicle all day, but you're still outside. That's the wonders of it. It's having an office job, but being outside.
I thank the Lord for allowing me to do what we do and to be successful at it. I thank him for that. And I couldn't do it without my family. I couldn't do it without support from the local people I do business with. Sometimes it was tough, but we got it and they helped us out, and I'm thankful for all those. And I'm thankful for the Mississippi Forestry Association for electing me as the Logger of the Year.
A real testament to the human spirit.